Good afternoon. I'm Kim Baez in the KRQE News 13 Breaking News Center. We have more pictures coming in from Ruidoso, an area that has been seriously flooded from the remnants of Dolly. These are aerial pictures. They just came in. It's very raw footage. That is actually Bonito Lake. You can see it is actually going over the spillway at this point. All of that water is rushing into nearby homes. You can see there much of that area, it's hard to believe, is not a river. It looks like a raging river, but that is actually part of the mountain. There are trailers flooded. There are homes flooded. There are cars flooded. About 300 people, 300 to 350 have been evacuated. That is the track at Ruidoso Downs. You can see much of that is underwater at this point. The latest information that we have is that that entire trailer park you see right there, everyone there obviously has been evacuated. About 350 people at this point. Latest estimates are that about 60 homes have been evacuated. That road right there is Upper Canyon Road. You can see that entire road is completely washed out from all that water. Much of the river spilled its banks about midnight. Dolly really just sat over that area and dumped an enormous amount of rain. We're told in some areas 6 inches. Travis will have more on that in a minute, but these are the pictures from overhead. It's hard to see that. That looks like another home that's flooded. Again, this is very raw video coming in. The latest reports also that we have is that 2 people are missing in that area. The details of how they disappeared has not been shared with us at this point. We do have crews in there getting all the latest information. But all these neighborhoods completely underwater. You can see cars, that car right there almost completely submerged. All of those people have been forced out. Also, there have been some explosions. One of our reporters was actually there talking to a woman whose home had flooded when the propane got wet in some way and her home actually exploded. They're on the ground there gathering more pictures. These pictures continue to come in. Bob Martin got these pictures from overhead. We also have some people sending in snapshots, viewers, people in that area, so continue to send those in. These are some snapshots from earlier of cars. This is actually in town where complete roads washed out. A lot of people are trapped in their homes, people who aren't necessarily in danger, but they can't get out. You can see many of the dirt roads there. The culverts are now exposed, the dirt roads, all the dirt has been washed away. It is a very, very serious situation right now. Emergency crews are in that area right now trying to really get a grasp of what is going on. They're trying to organize, trying to get us more information. At this point, again, the only information we have of anybody hurt could possibly be those 2 people who are missing. We also know of about 30 campers who are stuck on the top of the mountain. There is a rescue mission in progress right now to go and pluck them off the mountain. But as you can see, it is really devastating out there at this point. We want to check, too, to see what the status of this storm is. So let's check in with Travis Christie.
Well, Kim, this is a very serious situation. It's a good indication of just how serious it is that the National Weather Service has issued a flood warning for Lincoln County until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So we're not done yet, and we've got more storms on the way. Just to the west, we've got several flood advisories for most of western portions of the state. That's because we've got a very strong line of storms drifting very slowly to the south and east. And you can see pretty much from Los Lunas down towards Doña Ana County and around Las Cruces where we've got those very strong storms. So let's first off take you here to Lincoln County. Right now, things are very quiet in the area. However, earlier on, we had reports of anywhere from 3 to 5, even 6 inches of rainfall. Cosmic, New Mexico, this is in Otero County near Cloudcroft, 6.38 inches. Also Mayhill picking up 2.69 inches, 3.45 inches in Mescal. That's in Otero County as well. That's in the last 24 hours. And in Lincoln County, the small community of Smoky Bear picking up 5.22 inches. Not to mention, we have had unofficial reports in and around the Ruidoso area of upwards of 6 inches or even more. We don't have any official readings out there as of yet, but we'll get those as soon as they become available. But again, we are watching this very strong line of storms that's drifting slowly to the south and east and making a beeline toward the Lincoln National Forest. This is not good news. This could pose a big threat into this afternoon, later on this afternoon, into the overnight hours. So we're looking at very heavy showers towards the west from Hatch to TRC. We'll be watching the situation out there over the next several hours.
Okay, thanks, Travis. We want to also update people in that area who are watching. There is a shelter that has been set up at Gateway Church of Christ, which is on Suttereth, the main drive there, in case anybody does need a place to stay. Also, the governor's office has gotten involved. They have ordered National Guard on standby. They have also freed some state resources to head out there to help in the event that they are needed, which it's looking like that area is going to need a whole lot of help. We do have crews on the ground, in the air. Everybody out there is trying to gather more information to pass it along to you. And again, we have more pictures coming in, and we still appreciate all those pictures from our viewers. You can send those into our website. Again, about 300 to 350 people evacuated at this point. Here's some more video coming in right now of our crews on the ground. That is that trailer park we showed you just a short time ago. In the distance, you see that fire. That's the explosion I was talking about a short time ago. All these people have propane tanks. There's been explosions because of the flooding and other issues out there. Our understanding is many people in some of these areas do have electricity, but they don't have any drinking water. A lot of the homeowners higher up on the mountain are actually stuck up there because of the rains, the flooding, all dirt roads up there. It's hard to get to them at this point. Again, we are monitoring the situation very closely. We will cut into programming again if it's necessary. And again, we'll have the very latest for you coming up at 5:30.